Hello there, welcome back to my views and news. But it seems that Ethiopia is sealing its borders to crush Fano fighters. New operations are being planned. Which borders are being sealed to start new operations against Fano to prevent escape of Fano fighters into neighboring countries and regions and to stop any uh, supplies to Fano from other countries. Secondly, viewers, some Amhara singers based abroad have announced to start concerts to raise money for Fano. It seems Amhara Diaspora is more than happy with what Fano did in the last 2 to 3 months. Though we saw destruction, death, killings in the region, but Diaspora is backing Fano fighters. And thirdly, Eritrean government is mad at those who are disrupting Eritrean government-backed festivals. Three festivals have been disrupted so far in the last 1 month or so, and Information Minister Yemene Gebremeskel used very strong words around 24 hours ago against those who are disrupting these festivals. He accused Tigrayans he spoke about asylum scam. Firstly, viewers, it seems that Ethiopia has decided to seal its borders to start new operations against Fano fighters. We are seeing a relative calm in major cities of the Amhara region where Fano fighters have retreated from 6 main cities: Gondar, Bahirdar, Lalibela, Shorobit, North Shore, Debre Birhan, Debre Morkos. But there could be resumption of fighting because Fano fighters still in control of several towns, and they could restart their operations towards big cities too. By the way, when we update you about the security situation in the Amhara region, it does not mean that we want this conflict to continue, but I have to report, I have to keep you updated. Otherwise, if you remember, I was the first one who had called for dialogue with Fano. More than 3 months ago, when no one was talking about any likelihood of serious security situation in the Amhara region, back then I had said that Fano should be engaged, talks should be held. No one listened. People said, Sajid, you just make up stories. Fano cannot be a threat to ENDF or even Amhara regional government. Then you saw what happened. Now, when I'm reporting, people say, Sajid, you are backing Fano, you're fueling conflict. We don't want any conflicts. Conflicts lead to destruction, lead to misery. Ethiopians have suffered a lot in the 2-year-long war. But lessons have not been learned. We cannot force people to learn lessons. We can only report. Now, it seems that Ethiopian government is sealing borders to corner Fano fighters, to stop Fano leaders from receiving logistics from abroad. Amhara region shares a border with Sudan, mainly with Sudan, because Volkai Tumara Sagad is disputed. Tigray calls it Western Tigray, Amhara calls it Volkai Tumara Sagad. Main Amhara region shares border with Sudan only. There is Matimma border crossing on Sudan, Ethiopia, Sudan, Amhara border. Then Amhara region shares border with Benishangul Gumuz region of Ethiopia. Benishangul Gumuz shares border with Sudan. Amhara shares borders with neighboring regions too, obviously. Benishangul Gumuz, Tigray, Oromia, then Afar as well. Sudan-Ethiopia border has been closed by Ethiopian security forces. Matimma, Kalabat border crossing closed. 2 to 3 days ago, this border crossing was closed. It has now been confirmed. Locals have confirmed. It means, firstly, that no refugees can enter Ethiopia. In Sudan, in April, a war broke out, internal civil war between Rapid Support Forces and Sudanese military. And after that, thousands of Sudanese, Ethiopians, other nationalities entered Ethiopia, mainly through Matimma border crossing and some other border crossings. But Matimma closed. Around 60,000 have entered Ethiopia from Sudan since the start of conflict in Sudan. It means that no one can enter Ethiopia now from Sudan. Borders closed. And no one from Ethiopia can enter Sudan. Main purpose is to stop the movement of people from the Amhara region into Sudan. Ethiopia-Eritrea border is closed too. I don't think that Amhara is used for any movement, any travel by locals to travel to and from Ethiopia to Eritrea. So Ethiopia, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Sudan, both borders are being closed. 2 to 3 days ago, when Ethiopian military issued a statement about the situation in Amhara region, it accused foreign elements. It said that foreign elements were backing Fano faction without naming anyone. Fano fighters could be receiving support from outsiders. That is why the roads, the borders have been closed. And now major operations will continue against Fano fighters. Borders closed to stop them, to stop Fano fighters from escaping into Sudan and Eritrea, and to stop supplies for Fano fighters from neighboring countries. We could not find any evidence so far that Eritrea is supporting Fano fighters, though rumors are being spread. Same with Sudan too. Is Sudan backing Fano? We have no reliable information. But border crossings can be used by Fano fighters for procurement of arms, etc. Because arms smuggling between Sudan and Ethiopia is not new. It has been happening for years. A few days ago on Ethiopia-Sudan border, some weapon shipments were captured. I think it happened in Gedaref, in border areas, and reportedly those weapon shipments were meant for groups in the Amhara region. So government wants to ensure that no arms enter Amhara from Sudan and Fano fighters don't escape Amhara towards Eritrea, and so that is why borders closed reportedly. Secondly, viewers, Amhara singers based in the US have announced to start concerts to support Fano fighters. 5 Amhara singers were seen a few hours ago. They announced to start concerts to raise money for Fano fighters. And some of these Amhara singers are very famous singers like Mihari Degafao, Fasil Demos. Fasil, I think, was imprisoned when TPLF was in power. He sang a song about Volkite, I think. He was put in prison, tortured to, later he managed to flee Ethiopia. Now he's based in the US. Iyayo, Bale, Fantahun, Abate, and David. These 5 singers have announced to start a concerts and money raised will go to Fano. I said in the last video analyzing the situation that Amhara Diaspora community believe they are betting on the right horse. Fano's performance is more than the expectations of Amhara Diaspora community. In just 3 months, Fano fighters made entire Amhara region difficult to govern. But Amhara Diaspora community is living far away from conflict area. They are not affected. Their businesses not affected. Their families not affected. I think they should try to find a solution to this problem too. They should try to engage other diaspora groups, Tigrayans, Oromos, they should talk to the government. If you keep on backing these Fano factions by raising money, you'll see a proliferation of arms, you'll see new groups spring up in the Amhara region. The region will become totally destabilized. Will it lead to stability? Will it lead to better future for Amhara people? No. So that is why I think diaspora should play a more positive role. It should try to talk to international community too. Yes, international community can be engaged. If Amhara people have concerns, yes, the concerns should be addressed. But a war is going to bring misery to the people of the Amhara. Having said that, Ethiopian government will have to listen to Fano fighters too. If government can talk to Tigray fighters in South Africa and in Kenya, if government can talk to Ola fighters in Zanzibar, Tanzania, why can't it talk to Fano fighters somewhere outside Ethiopia? Government did not make any sincere effort to talk to Fano fighters so far. So that is why if there is destruction and death in Amhara region because of the conflict, government is to blame as well. Government should make some sincere, meaningful efforts to talk to Fano fighters. It has not happened so far. Lastly, viewers, Eritrean government is mad at those who are disrupting festivals in Europe, in North America. 3 festivals disrupted in the last 1 month or so. First one was in Gießen, second one in Stockholm, third one in Toronto, Canada. Brigade Niham, the members are expanding their activities. They were based in Europe. Now they are attacking Eritrean government festivals in America and Canada too. That is why Yemane Gebremeskel, Information Minister of Eritrea, spoke around 24 hours ago. He accused Addis Standard, Ethiopian news outlet, that it is backed by US funds. And he said Addis Standard and AP, Associated Press, and others, they are spreading propaganda. They want to, they're not sharing facts. And he said that what is happening in Europe and America is due to asylum scam. Though he mistyped, he wrote asylum scum, which was quoted by several news outlets that Yemane was referring to Eritrean diaspora as asylum scum or Tigrayan diaspora as asylum scum. Later, Yemane corrected. He said he mistyped. He wanted to write asylum scam. Yemane meant to say that Tigrayans were given asylum under the guise of Eritreans. And those Tigrayans are now attacking Eritrean festivals. So he's basically saying that those who are attacking festivals are not Eritreans, they are Tigrayans. He's rejecting this thing that Eritreans are not happy with the government, Eritrean living abroad, and they want to stop the festivals. He is claiming Tigrayans are doing that, and Tigrayans are backed by Western powers. Obviously, Yemane is not happy. Eritrean government not happy. All Eritrean festivals are now in danger. Brigade Nihamadu has decided to stop these festivals by hook or by crook. Brigade Niham, the members are paying the cost too. They are being imprisoned, they are arrested, they are beaten, but they are not stopping. They want to stop these festivals no matter what happens. And Eritrean government cannot do much. What can it do to stop Brigade Nihamado from carrying out attacks on festivals in Canada, US, Europe? It can only call upon the governments to take action. Governments are taking action, but no one has been expelled. No one has been deported from Europe and America for attacking these Eritrean government festivals. Maybe governments know too that Eritrean Western governments, they know too that Eritrea raises money through these festivals. And money goes to Eritrea, then Eritrea uses this money without telling those who sent the money where the money was being spent. That is why maybe Western governments are soft on those who are attacking these festivals. Eritrea is not happy. Thank you for watching.